Hi, happy 2024. This is going to be a year-end look back at the year that was 2023. I learned a lot selling cards on eBay in 2023. Want to kind of share my results here, try to play with a transparent hand, and talk about my lessons learned, and kind of how far I've come, and what opportunities are there to grow. So I started the year 2023. I had just purchased my card scanner, the Fujitsu 7160, and I had just started working with Card Dealer Pro in December of 2022. So what I did, I got so excited when I was able to have a scanner and learn the software. I listed a ton of cards. Prior to that, my store was at about 6,000 cards in it, and that was where I was at. I was listing on my phone using a small photo box, and I quickly ramped up my store, and I listed a lot of stuff. However, the back end organization of it was a challenge for me. So I went from like 6,000 cards up to 30,000 cards in a matter of like 6 to 8 weeks. However, I didn't create the best organizational system for pulling and shipping cards. So we had a kind of crossroads moment sometime in February or March, and I decided that I was going to pull everything down and rebuild back up with a very simple organizational system that I now use. And I get a big monster box, and I'll say, it's box A, section 1, and I'll have about 125 cards in that section. I'll put it in the custom SKU line, using Card Dealer Pro, and then it generates up on my eBay listings. So I went from 6,000 at the end of 2022, ramped up to 30,000 in the beginning of 2023, and within a couple of months, I blew it up and built it back. And now I'm at 56,012 listings right now in my store. I'll go over my sales and kind of how many cards I sold and what the sales dollars were here in a little bit. But I want to talk a little bit about this. I'm currently in the premium store model with eBay. So I'll get about 60,000 listings for $59.99 a month. So I have a little bit more wiggle room, but I am coming back with my childhood collection. So I've got a ton of cards that I'm going to be listing, and so that's going to be exciting. So, all right. So highlighted here, 56,000 listings is where I'm at. So I grew the store 50,000 listings, and average, what I do with my store, it's a lot of low dollar cards. I like to run sales. The best promotion I've done, and I'm going to stick with it and make it a standard for my store, is when a buyer buys 2 or more cards, the shipping's free. Free shipping's tough when it's a single card transaction, in my opinion. But because I also like to run like multi card sales, where things will be like 50% off when you buy 4 or 5 cards at a time, or and free shipping just doesn't work on single card transactions. It really hurts sellers, from my perspective, in terms of when you're paying to send a card to somebody, after fees and everything, it's kind of a challenge. So I'm going to go over, I did do a pretty heavy advertising. eBay has the promoted listings campaign, so I'll go over that a little bit. So I can't do the year, but I do have the last 13 months just to see what do the promoted listings look like. According to this campaign, it generated 124 million impressions, 57,000 clicks, 4,400 sold cards came through the promoted listing standard, for a total of 15,000 in sales that were promoted. And so eBay got $1,579 worth of fees on that one. The next one is promoted listings advanced. That doesn't let me generate any report there. Sorry about that. I did do this off-site ads. There was a credit at the end, or for the month of December, and I have heard from other channels. There's a channel that I watch called Flipping Ain't Easy. If I can figure out how to do that, I'll put a link to their YouTube show in the description below. John and Jenna, they are eBay resellers, and I learn a lot watching their content. They're not sports card eBay sellers, but they do this full time, and they have a huge YouTube channel, and they do some live streams and things, and it's a lot of fun. I learn a lot from them. He has a great video that just came out talking about the potential of this offsite ads becoming more and more prominent as we move forward. So I did do the December, you got $100 free in terms of the credits to try to do it. I did it. It generated $93 in sales, but it would have cost me $102 in fees. So I think it's going to be, if we move strictly to an offsite ads model instead of being able to do promoted listings as well, if the only way you can do advertising and promotion with eBay in the future is offsite ads, that's going to be a challenge for me. Because with that, you pay regardless of whether your item sells or not. So I think the minimum right now is like $5 of advertising a day. So anyways, sorry, getting off on a tangent here, but I did want to show I do promote my listings. So that is a cost for me. So let's go into sales. So this is, if you go into your eBay overview page, you go under performance, you can come see your sales and your traffic. I look at this multiple times a month. So for 2023, I had $41,820 in sales, which was a 64% increase year over year over 2022 for me. So I'm happy with that. My store has grown leaps and bounds in terms of the amount of listings I have, but listings don't always equal sales. So taxes and fees, that's collected by eBay, and then the selling costs. So $15,000 went towards selling costs, according to eBay in this model. So for 2023, I sold a total of 9,653 items. 99.5% of those items are going to be sports cards. My average sale price per item was $4.33. And the breakdown, I sold 14,000 via auction and 27,000 and a little bit more than that via fixed price. So, So in terms of my buyer breakdown, I had 3,950 total buyers last year, and I'd like to see, repeat buyers are great. It's awesome when you can get connected to somebody and help people build out their collection, and they can follow your store, and that helps. So here's the breakdown throughout the course of the year. I will say I picked up a huge collection in December of 22 and had some pretty big cards early in the year. So this January month, that's why that's so large. But total sales throughout the month kind of, looks like, I think first quarter was my best quarter, but, in terms of where I'm at, it's kind of a roller coaster. But if I look at it this way, the trend line would look down, but I don't do this full time. I do this in the evenings. I work on it as much as I can, but I have a full-time job. So this is, this is my second job. So $41,000 in sales for last year. Shipping and handling, $6,200 went to that. So break down your selling costs. So eBay fees, $8,800. Shipping labels, $6,300 for a total selling cost of $15,220. So that's one thing to be aware of when you look at your sales. That number is everything. So if you're really trying to figure out like how much money do you make and actually get to keep, you look over here at your net sales. So 2023 was a great year of growth for me. I'm excited for 2024. I'm looking forward. I'm learning a lot as I'm doing this, and going to card shows and buying inventory to list. I just picked up my childhood collections. I've got a lot of cards that I'm going to be listing. I'm also opened up a second eBay store called Card Show Live 1, the number 1, and I will be opening up that, or I've opened up that a couple months ago, and I'm slowly building that up because my goal is for 2024 is to have 2 stores at this level. 2 stores, 50 to 60,000 listings in each, and I'll see where that goes. So hopefully when I sit down and look this time next year, I would love to see that number higher, but we'll see. It's all about if you're having fun, and if it works for you. So these numbers might be small for other folks. They might be large for folks. For me, it's, I enjoy this. It allows me to earn the money earn some extra money that I need to earn, and not have to go out and get a second job and work for somebody else. So as long as I'm able to keep doing this, I'm going to enjoy it. So love to hear anything that you all learned this year working eBay as either a buyer or a seller. Welcome any feedback in the comments below. But if I'm going to be making videos and kind of talking about what I do, I wanted to show this. I'm not trying to brag in any way, shape, or form. Like I said, this might be small potatoes for lots of folks, but at least I figured I'd show this. And then, if I'm ever talking about a strategy or I make a video about something, you can take it with a grain of salt based on my performance. So that's all I have for today. I hope you have a great day. Hope you consider hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.